If I don't say it, you will definitely think. For these two successful lion kings, groups of wives, all as beautiful as flowers. In fact, his wife is like this, gray-headed, yellow-faced, and skinny. His child is so slim and skinny. They are the Ebony Pride. Living in the countryside of the eastern Serengeti, looking around, there is desolation. For them, drinking water is a luxury. 5 lionesses with 9 babies, struggling to survive in this desolate land. Just at this time, a lioness with a collar stood up, stare into the distance and move forward cautiously. But there is nothing as far as the eye can see. He seems to have discovered something, constantly scratching the ground with front paws. Other lions came over to help. The flying dust means there must be something underground. Sure enough, that thing tried to escape. However, he was caught red-handed by a swarm of lions. That's a fat pig. It's hard to believe how this lioness found out. Bad wins Ebony Pride. Quickly cut this fat pig into 8 pieces. When the lions are scrambling for food, the lioness in the elephant enclosure did not join. He was still there pulling away the dirt. Maybe he found another wandering pig in the cave. The lioness in the elephant enclosure teaches us a lesson. The name of this lesson is sacrifice. Lasted until night. The lioness in the elephant circle still refuses to give up. Other lions also came to help. In the end, his persistence paid off. Another warthog was dug up. The lions swarm again. This time the lioness in the elephant enclosure did not give in anymore because he knows, if I don't eat it now, I'm afraid I really won't have anything to eat. He is the queen of the elephant ring of the Ebony Pride. When the lion is gone, he must find a way to support the whole family. I have never seen such a difficult life for a pride of lions. When the sky starts to rain, they started licking each other. Some people may say there is something strange about this. Not just each other. Clean hair. In fact, they are drinking water. There is no water source at all. In the territory of the Umubi lion pride, every time I go into the water, it's sporadic. Cannot form puddles on the ground. They can only lick each other's hair to obtain the water necessary for life. In this harsh land, it's so harsh that even water won't stay on the ground. Ebony lions must find their own way to survive. For several weeks, film crew follows this strange pride of lions, want to find out how they survive. One early morning, suddenly, there is a male lion in the pride of Ebony. He didn't attack the lion cub, because this guy is the lion king of this pride. His name is Mori Boy. The strange thing is that the lioness won't let him get close to the cub. They obviously don't trust Sea Boy. Cowboy led the lions to find the water source. Maybe he discovered this while on patrol. Little lions want to play with daddy, but Boise is not enthusiastic. The lionesses swarmed, staying away from home all day long. I won't look after the children when I come back. What do you need a mallet for? Sea Boy was domestically abused by a group of wives, but they won't kick Sea Boys out, because there are threats from other male lions in this area. Ebony needs Sea Boy protection more than a pride of lions. He is a strong lion king, also a well-documented lion. The staff found him in the database. July 2009. Sea Boy's fight against the Killer Alliance, 1 against 3. The 3 lions of the Killer Alliance besieged Sea Boy at a desperate disadvantage. Cowboy did not abandon the group of corpses and ran away alone to protect my wife and children. Fight to the death with the Killer Alliance. This battle was quite brutal. Killer No was severely injured by Sea Boy, and Boise also paid a heavy price for this. He was injured and lay on the grass for 5 days. Eventually, the Sea Boy withdrew from the central Serengeti area. Many people thought he would never recover after a fall. But just 2 years later, Sea Boy appeared on the eastern edge of the Serengeti and took over the Ebony Pride. But will the Killer League let Sea Boy go? They are stronger now. They have new members joining, formed an alliance of 4 lions. The disturbed Sea Boy is patrolling his territory. Maybe he sensed danger approaching, so he keeps roaring to declare their territorial sovereignty. At this time, another male lion came towards him. It's not clear from a distance whether he is a stray lion or not, or maybe one of the Killer Leagues. Cowboy kept roaring and walked towards him. A scene that the photographers did not expect happened. Cowboy actually got close to this male lion. It turns out that Boise also found an ally. The photographer named him Sitter. Physically, Higel is on par with Sea Boy, although the alliance between the 2 lions is not strong. But these 2 guys are obviously not ordinary lions, and they are very nice to lionesses. The lioness gives in to everything. Let the lioness go hunting. The child is brought by a lioness. Are you going to eat? Let the lioness watch. He didn't leave slowly until he was almost dead. The lioness can only get a little bit of the scraps. This makes the already difficult situation of the lions even worse. At night, the Killer Alliance is finally here. They came straight towards the Umbi Pride. Cowboy sensed the danger. He lay on the ground and roared. That posture is like saying, if you have the guts, just come. Now I have a brother too. For little Karami. Don't blame us for bullying the many with the few. The Killer Alliance can hear it. Dim sum. At this time, a strange lioness appeared. Hitman to finally found an excuse. Went on a date with the lioness. The Killer Alliance, which is already lacking in confidence. Now there are only 3 male lions left. These 3 guys bravely chose to retreat. 2 little lions are playing happily. The basis of happiness. Occasionally build on the pain of other times. The little lion below looks innocent. I don't know what evil I have done. At this moment, there was a roar in the distance. Lion King Woodenaxe Mo Jing felt that he looked up. The lioness also looked anxious. Muax Mo must go and check it out. It is his duty to protect the pride of lions. Two young male lions invaded territory. It can be seen from the way they bared their teeth and cracked their mouths. These two guys smelled the body scent of the lioness. Muaxmo saw two male lions on the other side, knowing that I may not be my opponent. So he turned around and went back to find his wives to support him. At night, the two male lions began to curse in the territory. Muhumo heard it clearly. You definitely can't be timid in this situation. So he also grabbed his neck and yelled at them. The lioness is very active in supporting the Lion King. Of course, it's limited to supporting and scolding chicken eyes. It's none of their business to call here. The lioness is more artistic when she curses, because they can curse out the rhythm. Until I screamed hoarse. These lionesses are willing to give up. Don't be too arrogant about those two stray lions. They are actually in territory that the shogunate doesn't have. Predating buffalo openly. Judging from the battle situation, these two guys are definitely not weak in fighting ability. There are not many male lions over 3 years old who dare to challenge a buffalo. They are such energetic young men. Lion King Menghumo stares straight ahead. There are two young intruders. Don't be fooled by their facial paralysis. They are ruthless lions who can take on a buffalo. Wang Menghumo underestimated these two boys. I originally wanted to show off my real skills with 1 and 2. As a result, the other party didn't even bother. Bully the few with more. The duel will end soon. Mufumo was defeated by the young lions. Now he must leave this familiar territory, wandering in a direction with no future. Lions for mating. Bite several children of Mufumo to death, forcing a lioness into estrus. The lioness who lost her child is heartbroken. But there is nothing you can do with two male lions. They must obey the new Lion King. Only then can we get the protection of the new Lion King. But not every lioness will obey. For example, the lioness Mayurui. He chose to escape with the underage lion cub. A group of half a dozen children were waiting for dinner. Mayurui must keep hunting if he wants to feed them. He is a qualified mother. Predating success does not mean you have the prey to yourself. Instead, he takes the prey back to find his children, because hiding in Tibet. So the road is long. Mayurui went until night. When he got tired, he stopped and took a rest. When hungry, licked the fur of prey. But I never wanted to take a bite, because he knows that this little meat is not enough for the child. When Mayurui finally returned to the temporary camp, the hungry little lions looked at him eagerly. Then he rushed forward and started grabbing like crazy. Although they have little hunting ability, but their food grabbing skills are all perfect. The two young male lions did not let them go. Follow the scent all the way, looking for Mayurui and the preteen lion cub. What's worse is that the lioness Mayare is injured. To feed a group of half-grown children, this lioness chooses hard steel buffalo. The result is what it is now. The pain made him almost faint. Miley lost his ability to hunt prey. Maybe he and these half-grown children will be hungry. Die of hunger. The little lions began to go out spontaneously to look for food. They are lucky. Found a dead wildebeest. This became a life-saving straw for the entire pride. Don't look at this group of semi-large lions, who don't know how to hunt, but their ability to pick up leaks is very strong. They can smell any meat statue, anywhere within a 10-kilometer radius. So these guys found another dead buffalo. This solves the food crisis for the entire lion pride. 5 days later, Meyer's wound had begun to scab. Just give him a little more time. This lioness will be cured. I have to admire his tenacity of vitality. That buffalo saved the pride. When Mayurui appeared at the end with confident steps, he is ready for the hunt. Melray successfully tackled a buffalo calf. Half a dozen lions rushed to help. Help Melray eat the baby buffalo. The reason is very simple and appropriate. It is not easy to overeat. When you first encounter a serious injury, do you know, lionesses are 30% faster than male lions. So the lioness is in the pride. Serve as the main hunting mission. Lions generally choose to conserve their energy in order to prevent your own virus from being invaded. Of course, sometimes male lions will also assist female hunting. Let Kiku take everyone to see how these grassland overlords hunt their prey. Scene 15. Lioness attacks vulture. Vultures are not prey targets for lions, but the vultures will come and steal the lion's food. So this potential fight is inevitable. But vultures are quite nimble and lions are sometimes teased. But this vulture was not so lucky. He was bitten by a lioness. Although the vulture escaped, its life was short-lived. These two lions couldn't bear it anymore. Rush at the vultures and drive them away. Scene 14. Lion hunting elephant. Yes, you read that right. The weight of an elephant is 3 to 7 tons, but the cub among the elephants, it will be the first choice for lion hunting. As long as the lion jumps on its back, this little elephant just won't die. He will also be caught and bruised all over his body. In the end, the young elephant was killed by the lions. So when a young elephant encounters a lion, it is quite dangerous. This danger will cost it its life. Male lions even dream about adult elephants. Although this quasi-adult elephant is larger than a male lion, but he was still caught on the back by the lion. Soon after, the elephant received the lunchbox. A group of lions is a bull elephant. This is the lion's strategy. But sometimes elephants escape predators from lions. I-13. Lion versus porcupine. This porcupine wandered into a pride of lionesses. The lioness also wanted to start eating right away, but her strength did not allow it. A porcupine's quills can sting a lion mercilessly. The lioness gave up trying first, because he knows it would be pointless to wait like this. Finally, under the leadership of the lioness, spare this unfortunate porcupine. Act 12, Lion versus Hound. These two are mortal enemies on the grassland. A pack of hunting dogs can even pose a threat to male lions. The lions but dare not leave the ground, because once you leave the ground, he is facing the fate of being ripped off. But once the hunting dog is not skilled in the business, then it will cost you your own life. Even my companions didn't dare come forward to rescue me. Picture of dogs occupying lions. This happens almost every day in the grassland. Lions are the vanguard of hunting dogs. Act 11, Lion hunts buffalo. This lioness chases a herd of buffalo, but unfortunately, he was attacked by a herd of buffaloes and fled. Soon he made a comeback with 2 other lions. With their cooperation, a buffalo met with misfortune. This overbearing president. He also brought his little wife to eat. The lion attacks first, push the buffalo to the ground. Once the buffalo falls, then he basically has no chance of surviving. Timeshare with this lion family. This lioness spots another buffalo cub. Facing the swarming lions, mother wanted to rescue cub, but unexpectedly, he was caught by the lioness. Soon the mother and son will die on the prairie. This picture is definitely the cruelest picture. The buffaloes, but was bitten hard, and a hole was made. And this buffalo is hopeless. Let the lion slaughter you, and not even run away. So does this buffalo? Waiting to be cannibalized after the mournful howl. Act 10, the lion chases the car. In lion's eyes, the human car is just a walking can. If you were in the car during this scene, do you feel a sense of oppression? The lion attacks. It's in hot pursuit of cans. Finally grab the spare tire and wait for the opportunity. The lion stands taller than a car. At this time, Kiku will tell you a secret. That means you must not get off the car. But this tourist was brave enough to get off the bus. Thank goodness the lion wasn't very hungry at the time. Watch them leave. 9th eye lioness and wildbeast. The lioness's ambush success rate is quite high. This adult wildbeast was tackled by a lioness after sealing the throat with a sword. The fate of this wildbeast can be imagined. Although this wildbeast tried to break free, but in the end his neck was broken. Lioness chasing wildbeast. There will always be expected gains. The straggler wildbeast will have a miserable life. The lioness chasing the wildbeast is so spectacular. The captured wildbeast is no matter how hard you struggle. In the end, they basically all die from wisdom absorption. Step 8. Lion preys on impala. Impala looks quite delicious. Naturally, the lioness will not let them go. A pride of lionesses can easily hold down a male lion. Also likes to hunt impala, because they are neither big nor small. Just enough for a meal of impala, although the speed is extremely fast. But the lioness is faster. Waiting for the rabbit is also a good trick of the lioness. This lion effortlessly. Another impala was taken away. Then enjoy the food. Act 7, lion preys on zebra. This pregnant zebra was killed by a lion. Then he took away the zebra baby that had not yet given birth. Newborn zebras are even more vulnerable. They don't want to be eaten either. But the lion is so powerful. Soon there will be fewer zebras in the world. Even large adult zebras cannot escape the fate. Act 6, the lion attacks the eagle. The lion eats the eagle. This is a rare scene. But the eagle was caught by the lions. The lion cubs are more interested in the eagle. Quickly turn an eagle into a toy. Once the eagle has been played with enough, it will be eaten. The 5th eye lion catches a duck. Lurking and waiting for an opportunity to act. Is the lion's specialty? The duck was instantly caught by the lion. This duck tried its best to fly away, but in the end it was unfortunate. Act 4, the lion catches the heron. This heron, where are you going? Do not invade the lion's territory. The lioness lurked, but the heron couldn't escape. Just like that, he was killed by a lion. And the heron seems willing to provoke the lion. These lions came over. Another heron pinned in the water. Even if he was not eaten by a lion, he would have been seriously injured internally. Act 3, lion versus wild dog. Wild dogs are more agile than hunting dogs. There are even more of them than lions on the grassland. So their encounter with the lion is inevitable. Male lions kill wild dogs in a crushing manner. This is the legendary bloodline suppression, right? Act 2, lion attacks hippopotamus. Hippos are several times the size of lions. So what? After the hippopotamus was caught by the lion, he could only endure it from behind. What's more, he was facing a group of lions. This hippopotamus will never see the sun tomorrow. This hippopotamus was held on the head by a lion. Then he was attacked from behind. 3 lions versus hippopotamus will basically make him cool. Needless to say, this picture is like taking a bite. It hurts to look at it. Find the psychological shadow area of the hippopotamus. Act 1, the lion hunts the wandering pig. Warthogs are fearless in the grassland. That's because they didn't meet a lion. What if a warthog encountered a lion? Then this is their fate. Being hunted is an inevitable result. A group of lions can even dig burrows. Remove the warthog directly from your home. This is really a pig sitting at home. From heaven. These are 15 moments when a lion kills its prey. Then the question comes, do lions have natural enemies? You might as well tell Kiku in the comment area. The 10 animals with the largest feet in the world. Even if the father of Ultra comes, he will be ashamed. The 10th anchor, a long-legged cow. Their feet are not only sharp and it's a bit exaggeratedly long. Normal animals can't have feet like this, except the Angora long-legged cow. Angora long-legged cow, also called Angora long-legged cow. It originated in Uganda. It is one of the oldest local cattle breeds. Its big feet are good for blood circulation, to stay cool in high temperatures, and they are quite aggressive. If such a sharp foot were to push against it all at once, the result can be imagined. Long-legged cattle are on the verge of extinction, because besides their big feet, there seems to be no other advantages. Herdsmen increase their income. Long-footed cattle had to be crossbred. It even causes humans to overexploit. Longhorn cattle lose habitat. The 9th Ugandan three-horned bull. You may be surprised by his appearance. I can bet this must be your first time seeing a cow like this. There is no doubt that the three-horned bull is indeed different, but he's like the Angora longhorns. This kind of cow is also a kind of domestic cow. That's why he's called the triangle bull. That's because, in addition to having the two horns of a normal cow, there is also a unicorn-like horn growing on the forehead. Because they are extremely rare, so their owners will treat them as treasures. The horns of the horns of the horns usually grow to 2.4 meters. This length is quite scary. The 8th Siberian ibex, distributed in Ningxia, Gansu, Xinjiang, and other places in my country. It looks like a goat, but is larger in size. This size is nothing compared to the bovine family, but among the subfamily Ovizinae. This thing is an out-and-out Big Mac. He is the goat with the longest legs in the world. Suddenly, it looked like Zhangfei's snake spear of 8 feet. They have good rock climbing abilities. And one wife. There is something special about Siberian ibex. That is, both males and females have horns. You can't tell its gender by its horns. The 7th blue sheep. They are called the spirits of the Himalayas. The fur of blue sheep is quite beautiful. Like most sheep, male blue sheep have beautiful horns, and males are slightly larger than females. A male blue sheep's feet can grow up to 1.3 meters. You think this is incredible, but the blue sheep's feet are indeed so long. No, I6 gorgeous black mirror sheep. Until 2017, he became the sheep with the longest distance between his legs in the world. The length reaches 1.3 meters. He is the only living goat with the biggest feet. This black mirror sheep has a long beard. Looks like an old man. If you have the chance to travel to Austria, don't miss the opportunity. Go visit this black mirror sheep. He is a docile goat, so you can feel free to fuck him. The 5th curved dangle sword spirit. Listen to their names. You will know that their feet are like swords. The sword spirit is also called the Sahara antelope, but became extinct in the wild in 2000. It wasn't until 2016 that zoologists reintroduced the species. The bent horn sword spirit is released into the wild. Both sexes of the scimitar horned oryx have long legs. The feet are bent backwards like a machete. The threads on the feet are also quite nice, but his feet are long and thin, so it is usually easy to break. The 4th Indian black spirit. Black spirits like to live in places with lush vegetation, because this is their main source of food. Besides eating, the only thing left is to work hard. The long-legged black spirit is good at rock climbing. Their spear-like feet are also used for fighting. Their wine corkscrew-like legs can grow up to about 5 meters. This looks pretty spectacular. The 3rd rhino. Rhinos are found south of the Sahara and Southeast Asia. On land, it is one of the largest mammals. It can weigh up to 1,000 pounds. It belongs to the Rhinocerosidae family. The only remaining species are white rhinoceros, flying rhinoceros, the species of Bumentran rhino, and Oligo rhino. Rhinos have huge feet on their noses, mainly used for dry racking. Being an adult rhino, the length of his feet can reach 28 centimeters, even as much as half a meter. Look carefully and you will find some rhinos have 2 legs, one long and one short. Some rhinos only have one long leg, but no matter how long or short these feet are, they are not easy to mess with. The 2nd German Big Bell. The German Big Bell looks quite majestic, and also has a tattoo. It's built like a cow, but it's really an antelope. Dalingling looks quite beautiful. It mainly lives in areas such as Cameroon, Congo. They are also found in our country. He is in 2nd place, not just because of his beard and body, but the extremely sharp horn on his head. His horns are spiral-shaped, thick at the bottom and thin at the top. Both males and females have horns. The length of the female horn is about 70 centimeters. The male will grow to about 1.5 meters. Their jumping ability is also amazing. Definitely the champion in the long jump world. The 1st Texas long-leg. Texas long-legged cattle are the longest-legged cattle in the world. If you take it and the Angora long-footed cow, and the length comparison of rhino horns, there is no doubt that the Texas long-footed cow has the longest legs. Its legs are not only long, but also thick. Usually it grows to about 2 meters, which is a trivial matter. A long-legged cow that grows in Australia, the length of its feet reaches to 0.7 meters, although it is named after a state in the United States. But the Longhorns first lived in the Iberian Peninsula in Europe, later through crossbreeding between Middle Eastern and European bison, so it became human food cattle. This kind of cattle was brought to Texas and settled down here. Named Texas Longhorns. The above is what is currently in the upper corner of the earth. The 10 longest animals. I am a ball from the earth. If you like my content, don't forget to follow me. See you next time.